Is there a new hot deck atop this past weekend's largest tournament? Ursoday's Pocket Weekly number 9 on Limitless TCG? Or are things stabilizing with the same decks continuing their dominance at the top? The answers might surprise you. Hi, I'm Insane Rider. Welcome to the channel, The Budget Gamer. Looking at the top decks in the largest Pokemon TCG Pocket tournament over this past weekend, which was December 28th and 29th, 2024, the meta looks like to be leveling out. The top 3% of decks, which represents 58 out of the 1,940 in total, shared a few commonalities. Here are the top decks, based on the number of each type that were in the top 58. At number 2, we have a 4-way tie between Mewtwo EX with Gardevoir, Gyarados EX with Druddigon, Aerodactyl EX with Primeape, Mew, or Farfetch'd, and Exeggutor EX with Celebi EX and Superior. Each of these decks had 9 out of the top 58. Overall, this was 15.5% for each of the top 3% of decks. And at number 1 was Pikachu EX with Zebstrika or Raichu, along with Zapdos EX. 13 decks out of the top 58 used these combinations. Overall, this was 22.5% of the top 3% of all decks. With Pikachu EX as the most common top-performing deck, let's take a closer look at what was the go-to build. The top deck consisted of 2 Pikachu EX, 2 Zapdos EX, 2 Blitzel, 2 Zebstrika, 1 Dedenne, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Sabrina, 1 Giovanni, 2 Potion, 2 X-Speed, and 2 Pokeball. The basic strategy with this deck is to fill your bench and utilize Pikachu EX as your active early attacker. Zapdos EX can provide mid to late game damage or be an early game wall until Pikachu is ready. Zebstrika provides the ability to attack your opponent's bench for either damaged and retreating Pokemon or pre-evolution Pokemon hiding behind a wall and waiting to evolve. Dedenne can provide and buy time, or attempt to shut down a high damage attacking Pokemon by using its potential paralysis attack. Please browse my channel for other great content to watch. Let's battle! Okay, so now that we've talked about what's hot in the meta for this past weekend, December 28th and 29th, 2024, let's go ahead and take a look at this Pikachu EX deck. I'm going to go ahead and start a battle. So this deck consists of 2 Pikachu EX, 2 Zapdos, 2 Blitzel, 2 Zebstrika, 1 Dedenne, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Sabrina, 1 Giovanni, 2 Potion, 2 X-Speed, and 2 Pokeball. Alright, coin flip. I've won the coin flip. Let's see what I have. So I have a Zapdos and a Blitzel. So with this, I would put the wall to the front. Zapdos can be an early wall or kind of late game damage. I'll put Blitzel to the bench. Blitzel can evolve into Zebstrika, and with that, that card is able to attack the bench for, like, say, a retreating Pokemon who's been wounded. Or it can actually strike a Pokemon that is waiting to get evolved and is still on the weaker side. Alright, so looks like we might have a mirror match here. At least as far as Lightning versus Lightning. 2 Zapdos EX up front. I'm going to start with a Pokeball. Still looking for a Pikachu EX, which I was able to get. I'll put that down on the bench. And I'll go ahead and use Professor's Research. I'm going to draw 2 cards. There's the Zebstrika I'm looking for and another Zapdos. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. My opponent, turn 2, gets its first energy and gets to attack first. I get my first opportunity with an evolution by winning the coin flip. Alright, Professor Research, Professor Oak helping out my opponent. They're thinking through their options. They're going to go ahead and attack with Zapdos for a nice 40-point strike. Okay, so I'm going to start down the same direction. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, since I'm going to assign this energy to Zapdos, I'm going to attack back. I'm going to go ahead and wait to play my Zebstrika, just so that I don't expose that I have bench attacking opportunity. I'm also going to wait on the filling the other bench spot. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and attack as well. So both of our Zapdos are within striking distance of Pikachu EX. They're going to assign a second energy. They got a Pikachu to the bench. I'm going to throw a heal. And with that, they've got a nice strike. I'm down to 50. They're ready to do Thundering Hurricane. So with that, I think what I'm going to do is we could do a trade 2 for 2. I attack for 40. So I'll go ahead and put this energy on Pikachu EX. My opponent's going to maybe think that I don't have the bench capability I need. I'm not going to put any other energy anywhere else at the moment. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and add a Giovanni. And I'm going to go ahead and strike. Okay, so I'm willing to trade Zapdos for Zapdos. It'd be 2 to 2. And with Pikachu on the bench and my opponent still working to get their Raichu active. Raichu, if they got the one card, the newest one with the 3 energy. It's a pretty impressive card. Paired with Lieutenant Surge, it can change the outcome of a game really quick. So there's the Raichu. There's the one I was mentioning. Okay. Another Zapdos EX. Now let's see if they want to do a trade. Yeah, they're going to try to trade. All right, 4 coin flips for Zapdos EX. And they get just enough. They got 2 of them. That's what they needed. So that gives them an early 2-0 lead. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put Pikachu EX to the front. And with that, it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and play this Pokeball first. And I get Blitzel. So I'm going to go ahead and place down this Pikachu EX. I'm going to place down Zapdos. I'm still going to hold off on my Zebstrika. I'm going to place this energy here. And with that, we're going to tie it up at 2 to 2. All right, so my thought this next round is I'm going to try to get Zebstrika active and go after that the weakest Pokemon on the bench, Joltik. Unless, of course, it evolves before I can get to it. My opponent's thinking through things. They got 1 energy to Zapdos EX. They've got Raichu up front, and with that, it's my turn. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a free retreat. I'm going to go ahead and bring Pikachu EX back. I'm going to go ahead and place Blitzel to the front. I'm going to go ahead and do an evolution to Zebstrika. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign some energy. And I'll finish it off with an attack. Okay, let's see where my opponent's headed. So we're tied at 2 to 2. We had the Zapdos EX exchange. I've got 2 Pikachu EX on the bench, 1 Zapdos EX, and Zebstrika active. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and ask me to remove that card. So I'll go ahead with my active Pikachu that's got the energy already assigned to it. They're thinking through their options. There's another Pikachu EX to the bench. Great looking immersive card. They got one Joltik that's wounded, a Pikachu EX and a Zapdos EX on the bench, a Raichu up front. Great looking card with Raichu. Be great to see a like an immersive version of that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead at this point. I'm going to use this retreat. I'm going to put Deep Strika back to the front. At this point, the match is over. I'll just go ahead and move this energy point over. Yep. And Joltik was about to be taken out for the third point. All right, so there's a basic overview of playing this tournament favorite deck, Pikachu EX. You have Pikachu EX that attack early. You have basically Zapdos EX to kind of be a wall. You've got Deep Strika to turn into an attacker to the bench for a retreating Pokemon or a weak non-evolved Pokemon. And you have Dedenne, which is a great little card. I call that card Mighty Mouse. And that one is great for kind of locking down the active spot by using paralysis. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. Thanks for catching up with me. Again, have a good rest of your time. And with that, I'll say, let's battle.